exercise number 6 is finger flexion and extension. And what you're going to do is, again, you're going to rest your hand on a pillow, preferably with your palm up. John's going to demonstrate, and what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands into your palm, yep, and then bring them straight out. Now, the hand can get tight. We're going to put a minute on the clock, and I'm going to talk about a couple different ways that you can do this. John's going to end up holding his for a little bit, and he's going to bring it in, and then he's going to stretch it. We really want to make sure that we take the time to stretch the fingers into extension. So as you're working this, if your hand does feel like it's getting tight, really take the time to give it a good stretch. Try to breathe. Sometimes breathing will help relax you. And keep working it. That looks much better. You don't want to force it. You don't really want to force the movement. And if this is getting tough for you, what you can do, I'm going to let go of your thumb here. The thumb sometimes tends to want to go in. I don't want you to stop the exercise. I want you to keep going and try to work around that thumb, but really trying to stretch those fingers. If you're having a tough time, what you can do is what John's starting here. And I'm going to let John take a rest. We have 5 seconds left. And then we're going to take a 15-second rest break. And I want you to do that. We have a timer going. We're going to take a rest break. Everyone at home, I want you to take a rest break too. If the fingers are getting tight, it's okay to take a rest. It's okay to stop. It's okay to let your hand rest, put it into a stretch. You could even turn it down and let it stretch. You don't want to force. You don't want to fight with it. We're going to put another minute on the clock. We're going to get started. And what you can do here is I'm going to have John show us, is what you can do is you can individually stretch your fingers. So I'm going to have John relax. And what he can do is he can bring one finger in, and then he can bring one finger out. And then you can bring one finger in, and you can bring one finger out. And you can bring one finger in, and then you can bring the other one out, instead of having them all come in at once, which can be a little bit difficult. So I want you to, perfect. That looks great. So if the hand is getting tight, don't try to fight with it. Try to figure out different ways to make it happen so that you get that stretch. That looks great, John. And if the hand starts to feel relaxed, you can go back and you can start to do them all together. But really, you want to make sure that you can find the right way to get those hands to stretch. And don't forget, you can always, at this time in this section, is bring the fingers out and hold them. We have 2 seconds left, and we finish finger flexion and extension.